Most men can have sex, but only a few truly make love. The difference? It is not just about physical intimacy, but emotional depth, connection, and love. For those in their 50s and beyond, relationships are no longer just about attraction or passion. They are about companionship, understanding, and emotional security. As time passes, physical connection becomes even more meaningful when it is tied to deep emotional intimacy. This topic matters because many people wonder if their partner truly loves them or if they are just going through the motions. If you have ever questioned whether your man is making love to you with his heart, this discussion will help you recognize the signs. A man who makes love from the heart does not just focus on the act itself. He wants to make you feel loved, cherished, and emotionally safe. His actions, words, and even the way he touches you will reflect a deeper level of connection. Throughout this discussion, we will go through 7 signs that show a man is making love from the heart. Some of these may surprise you, but by the end you will know exactly what to look for in a partner who values you beyond the physical. If you have ever experienced a relationship where intimacy felt empty or lacked emotional depth, understanding these signs will help you recognize a deeper kind of love when you see it. And if you are already in a relationship where these signs exist, you will appreciate your partner even more. So let's dive in and explore what it truly means for a man to make love from the heart. Sign 1. He slows down and savors. Every moment when a man is truly in love, intimacy is not just about physical pleasure. It is about emotional connection. That is why he takes his time. He slows things down, fully experiencing every moment with you instead of rushing to the finish line. You can feel this in the way he touches you. His hands linger, tracing your skin gently as if he is memorizing every inch of you. His kisses are slow, deep, and intentional, rather than hurried or mechanical. Even the way he holds you feels different, gentle yet firm, as if he never wants to let go. How to recognize this sign? He does not rush through physical intimacy. Instead, he takes his time, making sure every touch and movement is meaningful. He enjoys the little things, running his fingers through your hair, whispering something sweet in your ear, or simply holding you close before anything even begins. He focuses on you, ensuring that you feel desired, loved, and emotionally safe. Linda, a 57-year-old woman, shared her experience. After being in a long-term relationship for over 30 years, she recalled that in the early years of her marriage, intimacy was often rushed. But as she and her husband grew older, something changed. She noticed that he started taking his time. Instead of quick routine moments, he became more present. He would hold her longer, look into her eyes, and savor every kiss. He no longer treated intimacy as just a physical need, but as a way to express love. This shift made Linda feel more connected to him than ever before. Why this matters? A man who is deeply in love does not treat intimacy as a checklist. He sees it as a moment to be fully present with you. He values connection over completion. If your partner slows down and cherishes every second, it is a strong sign that he is not just focused on the physical, but is making love to you from the heart. Sign 2. He wants to please you more than himself. Man who makes love from the heart does not just focus on his own pleasure. Instead, he is fully in tune with you, making sure that you feel loved, satisfied, and emotionally secure. For him, your happiness and comfort matter just as much, if not more, than his own. He does not just go through the motions. He pays attention to your reactions, your needs, and your emotions throughout the experience. How to recognize this sign? He listens to your body language, adjusting his touch based on what makes you feel good. He asks what you enjoy, making sure that the experience is about both of you, not just him. He does not rush, but takes the time to ensure that you feel loved and appreciated. He does not just focus on the physical aspect, but also makes sure you feel emotionally safe and cherished. More than just words, his actions speak for themselves. Some men might say, "I want to make you feel good," but their actions do not always match their words. A man who truly loves you does not just say it, he shows it. He might whisper, "Do you like this?" or tell me what feels good. But more than that, he carefully watches your expressions, listens to your breathing, and responds to even the smallest changes in your body language. When a man is emotionally invested, he naturally prioritizes your experience over his own. Your satisfaction brings him joy because to him, making love is about deepening your bond rather than just fulfilling a physical need. David, a 62-year-old man, once admitted that in his younger years, intimacy was mostly about himself. He focused on his own pleasure and did not always consider how his partner felt. But everything changed when he met Susan, the woman he truly loved. For the first time, he found himself wanting to slow down, to listen, to understand what made her feel safe and cherished. He began asking what she liked, watching her reactions and making sure she felt valued. Over time, Susan noticed the difference. She felt more connected, more appreciated, and more deeply loved than ever before. What made their intimacy special was not just physical attraction, but the way David genuinely cared about her experience. Why this matters? In a purely physical relationship, a man may focus only on his own pleasure, but when a man is truly in love, he sees intimacy as a shared experience. His goal is not just personal satisfaction, but ensuring that you feel loved, secure, and emotionally fulfilled. If your partner genuinely wants to make you feel cherished, not just in words but in actions, that is a powerful sign that he is making love from the heart. Sign 3. He holds you tight before, during, and after. For a man who is emotionally connected to you, intimacy is not just about passion. It is about closeness. That is why he holds you tightly, not just during the act but before and after as well. This is one of the strongest indicators that he is not just focused on the physical aspect, but deeply values your connection. How to recognize this sign? Before intimacy, he pulls you in close, making sure you feel secure in his arms. He might gently stroke your face, press a soft kiss on your forehead, or simply wrap his arms around you in a way that makes you feel loved. During intimacy, he does not just go through the motions. He stays connected. He may hold your hands, intertwine his fingers with yours, or place his hand on your lower back to maintain that closeness. Afterward, he does not just roll over or get up. He holds you in his arms, plays with your hair, whispers something sweet, or simply enjoys lying next to you in comfortable silence. Susan, a 58-year-old woman, once shared that when she was younger, she often felt a sense of emptiness after intimacy. Her past relationships lacked emotional connection. Once the moment was over, it was as if the closeness disappeared. But when she met Mark, things changed. Mark always held her before, during, and after. Even after the most passionate moments, he would keep her in his arms, whispering to her, making her feel safe and cherished. Susan said, "I realized it was never just about the physical with him. It was about us. It was about love." Why this matters? The way a man behaves before and after intimacy says a lot about his feelings. If he truly makes love to you from the heart, he will want to keep you close, not just during the act, but even when it is over. If your partner holds you before, during, and after, it is a strong sign that he is not just seeking physical pleasure. He is deeply connected to you and wants you to feel secure in his love. Sign 4. He looks into your eyes and connects emotionally. Men who make love from the heart are not afraid of vulnerability. They do not just focus on the physical. They crave a deeper emotional connection, and one of the most powerful ways they express this is through eye contact. When a man truly loves you, the way he looks at you changes. His gaze is not fleeting or distracted. It is steady, filled with emotion, and speaks volumes without a single word. How to recognize this sign? During intimacy, he maintains eye contact instead of avoiding it. His eyes express tenderness, love, and deep connection, not just passion or desire. He looks at you as if he is seeing your soul, not just your body. Even outside of intimacy, he holds his gaze, showing that he values and appreciates you. Why eye contact is so powerful? True eye contact creates a strong emotional bond. Many men avoid it when there is no deep connection, because prolonged eye contact exposes real feelings. It is intimate, raw, and reveals emotional depth. In casual encounters, people often break eye contact quickly because it makes them feel too exposed. But when a man truly loves you, he embraces it. He wants you to see him, and more importantly, he wants to see you, Jessica. A 59-year-old woman once reflected on how she knew her husband Mike loved her deeply. She said, "It wasn't just what he did. It was how he looked at me. Even after all these years, his eyes tell me everything I need to know. He doesn't just see me, he sees into me." She recalled how during intimate moments Mike would always hold her gaze, making her feel loved and cherished beyond words. That deep unspoken connection is what made her feel truly valued. Why this matters? When a man maintains eye contact and allows himself to be emotionally vulnerable, it is a sign that his feelings for you go beyond the physical. If your partner looks at you this way, he is not just making love, he is sharing his heart with you. Sign 5. He talks to you and expresses his emotions. A man who is emotionally invested in you does not stay silent during intimacy. He uses words to connect, to reassure, and to make you feel loved. When a man makes love from the heart, he wants you to know how much you mean to him. His words are not just casual remarks, but genuine expressions of his emotions. How to recognize this sign? He whispers sweet things in your ear, like "I love being close to you" or "You feel amazing." He checks in on you asking, "Are you okay?" or "Does this feel good?" Not just physically, but emotionally as well. He expresses appreciation, telling you how much he values you, not just in intimate moments, but in everyday life. He does not just talk. He listens, making sure you feel heard and understood. The power of words in intimacy. Some men struggle with verbal expression, but when a man truly loves you, he makes an effort to communicate. Even if he is not naturally expressive, his words will carry weight because they come from the heart. When a man is emotionally connected, he does not just engage in intimacy. He engages with you. He makes you feel safe, adored, and appreciated through both actions and words. Tom, a 60-year-old man, admitted that earlier in his life he rarely spoke during intimacy. He thought actions spoke louder than words. But as he grew older and more emotionally mature, he realized the importance of communication. With his wife, he started expressing how much he loved and cherished her, not just in daily life, but also in their most intimate moments. The result? Their connection deepened in ways he never imagined. His wife Carol once told him, "The way you talk to me makes me feel loved beyond words." Why this matters? Words have the power to strengthen emotional bonds. If a man truly makes love from the heart, he will not just be physically present. He will be emotionally present too, using words to make you feel valued and cherished. If your partner expresses his emotions during intimacy, it is a strong sign that he loves you deeply. Sign 6. He's fully present. No distractions. To ego, a man who makes love from the heart is fully engaged in the moment. He is not distracted by his phone, his thoughts, or anything else. His focus is entirely on you. Many people go through intimacy without truly being present. Their minds wander. They worry about performance, or they treat it as a routine act. But when a man is deeply connected to you, nothing else matters except being with you in that moment. How to recognize this sign? He is not checking his phone, watching the clock, or thinking about something else. He responds to your body language and emotions instead of just following a routine. He does not rush, but fully immerses himself in the experience. He is engaged, showing care and affection throughout the entire process. Why presence matters more than performance. Some men become overly focused on performance, worrying about doing things right rather than just being present. But when a man truly loves you, he is not thinking about impressing you. He is simply enjoying being with you. He does not feel the need to prove anything or follow any rules. Instead, he follows the natural flow of connection, making sure that every moment feels right for both of you. Sarah, a 61-year-old woman, once described the difference between a man who is present and one who is not. She said, "I've been with men who were physically there but emotionally absent. They were distracted, preoccupied, or just focused on themselves. But when I met Michael, I felt something completely different. He was there with me fully. I could see it in his eyes, feel it in his touch. It wasn't just about passion. It was about connection. Michael was not worried about being perfect. He was simply in the moment, making Sarah feel like the only woman in the world. Why this matters? Presence is everything in an emotional connection. When a man makes love from the heart, he is not thinking about anything else. He is not rushing, not distracted, and not caught up in his own head. If your partner is fully present, that is a powerful sign that he is not just making love. He is sharing something deeper with you. Sign 7. He makes you feel beautiful and appreciated. A man who makes love from the heart does not just desire you. He adores you. He makes sure you feel beautiful. Not just in the way he looks at you, but in the way he speaks to you and treats you before, during, and after intimacy. For him, it is not just about the moment. It is about how he makes you feel as a person. He wants you to know that you are cherished, admired, and valued in every way. How to recognize this sign? He compliments you, not just on your body, but on who you are as a person. He looks at you with admiration, even when you are not expecting it. His words and actions reassure you that you are special to him. He treats intimacy as more than just passion. It is an expression of his deep love for you. More than just words, his actions show it. Some men say you're beautiful, but their actions do not reflect it. A man who truly makes love from the heart does not just rely on words. He shows it in the way he treats you. You will notice it in the way he runs his hands over your skin, like he is in awe of you. In the way he smiles at you with genuine admiration. In the way he makes you feel like you are the most incredible woman in the world. Karen, a 56-year-old woman, once shared how she knew her husband James truly loved her. She said, "I've aged. My body has changed. But James still looks at me like I'm the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. He tells me, but more importantly, he shows me through his touch, his embrace, and the way he treats me like I'm his greatest treasure. Even after decades together, James still made Karen feel admired, cherished, and deeply loved. Why this matters? When a man makes love from the heart, he does not just focus on the physical. He makes sure you feel emotionally safe, appreciated, and beautiful in every way. If your partner makes you feel like that, you are not just loved, you are treasured. Conclusion. The deeper meaning of love is not just about physical connection. It is about emotional depth, vulnerability, and true intimacy. When a man makes love from the heart, his actions speak louder than words. He slows down and cherishes every moment. He prioritizes your pleasure and emotional well-being. He holds you before, during, and after, making sure you feel secure in his arms. He looks into your eyes with tenderness, allowing himself to be seen. He expresses his emotions, making you feel valued beyond just physical attraction. He is fully present without distractions, and he makes you feel beautiful, not just in appearance but in your essence. If a man shows these signs, he is not just sharing a physical experience with you. He is sharing his heart, what this means for you. If you recognize these signs in your relationship, cherish them. You have something rare and beautiful. If you do not see these signs but crave a deeper emotional connection, it is never too late to communicate your needs. True intimacy is built on trust, understanding, and mutual care. If you have never experienced love like this, know that it is possible. Real, meaningful connection exists, and you deserve to feel truly cherished. Not all men make love with their hearts, but when they do, you will feel it in every touch, every look, and every word. It is the kind of love that lasts beyond the moment. It lingers in your heart and soul, making you feel deeply connected and truly loved. Have you experienced a love like this? Do you believe that true emotional intimacy is the key to a lasting relationship? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this discussion meaningful, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Golden Smiles for more insights on love, relationships, and emotional well-being. Thank you for watching, and remember, you deserve a love that makes you feel seen, valued, and cherished.